right, cool. Okay. Israel is an apartheid state during a live stream. Okay, I need to be quieter. I need to be quieter because my landlord is sleeping. Okay. Israel is an apartheid state doing a live stream genocide. I think it's wrong and dangerous to conflate these heinous actions with Jews. The Apartheid Defense League doesn't because they think they can improve Israel's standing by silencing its critics. It won't change the truth. Classic Hasan rhetoric, okay? Classic Hasan rhetoric. Uh-oh, we have beef between Nicholas Diorio and Sam Piker. Theo Von now agrees to you. What do you mean? Who's Theo Von? Wait, what? Okay. Okay. So if you believe this, you wouldn't brand your harshest critics Zionist or pro-Zionism haphazardly. I've seen firsthand how reputations can be harmed by you referring to me as a fascist on your broadcast several times without explanation. Words mean things. True. Nicholas Diorio is right. Hasan, do you see the boner box Noah Samson clip? No. Wait, just send everything to me. Just you guys have my Discord. It's Foodshops. Yeah. Clothing is pretty. Oh, thank you so much. You know, just do my Expedition 33 cosplay, okay? What else can I say? All right? Every single day, even I'm so in tune. I'm so in tune with my drip, okay? Um with my clothing that, you know, I'm even doing Expedition 33 cosplay before Expedition 33 even came out. It's crazy, isn't it? Right? The French dark academia. Okay. I have no idea about you do anything other than fact you host a rape review show, love drama, and look like a rotund German boy who dropped his lollipop on the ground. Yeah, I like how Nicholas Diorio is genuinely trying to have a good faith interaction here, and the Hasan is just being a retard, dude. Do you have forensic? And now he's like fucking around too. Do you have any forensic evidence I host rape review based? True. 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 It's just true. Oh, Xylee. Hi, Xylee. So you're saying you're raped? Let's see the clip. You're a disgusting freak. He currently hosts the series Ultimate Rape Review while denying real rape. Hasan! Nice. Good one, Hasan. Wait. Maybe the next rape review should be on Hasan. Sorry, Nick. Hasan just really wants to defend the rapists and pedophiles you mock on URR. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, what a mess. The internet is blowing up. I pray Xylee is a lesbian. Why? I'm pretty sure Xylee has had a boyfriend at least once. Your landlord better pay you for being pretty? No, I pay my landlord $1,300 a month. I think I can feel like people like Hasan are very predatorial people who prey upon the weak and vulnerable young men and women. I watched Dev History of that game. It was good. It's cinema. It's also very tragic. It makes me very sad. But forensic evidence was a good repost. I know. That was a parry counter. Alright. Nicholas eats Oreos. Why didn't Hasan get a 2-week ban for that fact joke? Well, he didn't because, you know, his name is not Tectone. 1,300? Yeah, I know. I live in San Jose. Okay. Hold on. Stream suggestions. I see it. What is this? Okay. We'll take a look.
So hello everyone, I just wanted to record.
YouTube pays around 1K or so. This helps. What do you mean? Calculate cost of living. Yeah, but I'm in the negative. I'm not saving money. I'm losing money. I'm losing money by doing this, okay? But I still do it because it means something to me. Okay. Yeah, no, it's very stupid and sentimental. Okay.
This quick intro to talk about a couple things. I went on Noah Samson's stream and we just spoke about a whole host of issues, but basically he's raising money for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine
Hey, Truth, I
refugees
love
in
you
the Near
too.
East.
Okay.
Obviously, it's a UN
Platonically.
agency. You might have heard been referred to as UNRWA. And he's raised like an insane amount of money. He's basically doing like a marathon stream. But anyway, he just invited me on and we spoke about Palestine. We spoke about the state of left-wing YouTube. We spoke about the leftist response to Palestine, his evolution from just like a general left-wing creator to someone who focuses on Palestine. And we spoke about, obviously, a little bit his lawsuit from Ethan Klein and just about Ethan Klein in general. So if you guys don't know,
Wait, so what
the
happened?
idea for this charity stream was that Ethan Klein is trying to sue Noah Samson for defamation for a video that he made, and he had like a rough estimate of how much it would cost to like defend himself if they actually sued him properly, and he used that number as inspiration for the number he has, and I think he's far exceeded that right now. So I'm going to stick the link in the description to his fundraiser so you guys can go check that out. It's a long discussion. It was a really good discussion.
Wait, so who is this? Fighting back against Ethan Klein and pro-Israel YouTubers. Okay, so this is a person that we dislike, no?
And while this is
Wait a second. Destiny's streaming right now? Shh, late random stream.
More.
Uh-oh. What is this?
I'm way too small.
Tabernacle is a tanky? Mm-hmm. Is he doing anything? This is live, by the way. Wish being a fangirl? Shut up. She's going to speak. Oh my god. Okay, obviously he has to do a Hasan impression. Okay.
So hello everyone, I just wanted to record this quick intro to talk about a couple things. I went on Noah Samson's stream and we just spoke about a whole host of issues, but basically he's raising money for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees.
Okay, apparently there's some random tanky person who went on Noah Samson's stream. There's a lot of tankies and loser lefties that went on Noah Samson's stream, by the way. So, you know, there's just too many. There's just too many to cover in totality. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at this one at the very least because Babe shared this with me. Thank you, Babe.
In the Near East. Obviously, it's a UN agency. You might have heard been referred to as UNRWA. And he's raised like an insane amount of money. He's basically doing like a marathon stream. But anyway, he just invited me on and we spoke about Palestine. We spoke about the state of left-wing YouTube. We spoke about the leftist response to Palestine, his evolution from just like a general left-wing creator to someone who focuses on Palestine. And we spoke about, obviously, a little bit his lawsuit from Ethan Klein and just about Ethan Klein in general. So if you guys don't know, the idea for this charity stream was that Ethan Klein is trying to sue Noah Samson for defamation for a video that he made, and he had like a rough estimate of how much it would cost to like defend himself if they actually sued him properly, and he used that number as inspiration for the number.
Okay, I don't care.
Going viral and stuff. It's just too much information. And even though you're like logically you're supposed to say, okay, they're calling me ugly, that's irrelevant to the politics here, but it's like, okay, maybe start looking at myself in the mirror a little too long.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I need to be quieter. Okay, I need to be quieter. I need to, oh my god, why am I just not, I'm not a quiet person. Fuck me, dude. Okay, don't fuck me.
Thinking about this shit when I'm done streaming.
Foods, am I pretty? I don't know. Are you? Look how they twist the truth so easily. I can't find a clip to you. Is it first like 10 minutes and add? Oh, wait, I think I just remember what you look like. Yes, you're pretty. Okay, but I don't want to be accused of being creepy, okay?
It's not good, you know? But yeah, with Ethan, like, shoot, I forgot what you mentioned along the lines of,
no, just, because
audience capture.
I made a video about him in 2021 talking about like his political evolution. And I did talk about the Israel stuff briefly, where he used to say like ages ago.
I think you're very handsome, Egghead. I think that you are. She's 14, 18. I groomed her, remember? But like, I have seen Egghead. Egghead is it's actually, it's actually surprising whenever incredibly good-looking people, when good-looking people hide their appearance. It happens all the fucking time, but I guess it really happens in the case of Egghead and, Belle, right? But it's just kind of funny how, incredibly good-looking people, like, they just hide their, like, people who are, like, genuinely, like, 8 out of 10s, at the very least, to, like, 10 out of 10s. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
So he was pro-Palestinian, and he's definitely got way worse. And I think part of that is, yeah, he is like a liberal Zionist or whatever, but part of it is also because he's become radicalized by the hate, essentially. So he's like doubling down, just saying like loads of random shit. Like I watched your video just recently.
I'm like a 3 or 4. Yeah, that's what everyone tells themselves.
And that's just like, it's just so insane, some of the shit he was saying to Sam Cedar and Hasan. And not saying that he wouldn't
not looking good for you. What?
The hate brings out something in people, and it makes them turn into something. Like, I'm not saying he was a great guy, and that's why I say, like, Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling, they weren't good people, but it does bring something out of you, and you just become so like entrenched in like defending yourself. And that's why I think also a lot of these people, when people hold out like a hand of like,
am I Bonita? Yes, you're handsome. You also have crazy game, okay? So, I am very jealous of that. I don't know how you do it, but you literally... The fact that you have to turn down multiple women for marriages is incredibly funny to me, okay? I'm sorry. It's just very funny. Oh, sorry. That was a part of your little private thing. I'm sorry. But, it is... I still think it's fun. It's like a sitcom,
My community will respond, like, let's say, like, Destiny or something like that. They happily accept it, like, unquestioningly. It's like, oh, they're backing me up, so I'm going to be on their side now. I think there's so much, like, especially when you're not very bright. Like, I don't think Ethan, firstly, I don't think he's very smart, but also I don't think he really actually gives a shit about, I don't think he gives a shit about Israel either. Like, I don't think he cares about any of it really that much. So it's very easy to just be like, okay, now I'm being fed all this stuff by one community and they've got my back, so we're just going to, and that's why I made a video about the Hasan Ethan debate, and I just said, like,
you know what? Just looking at chat right now, this is a good-ass community, okay? I'm really happy I cultivated this community. I'm like genuinely happy. I think good communities are really hard to cultivate, but I think I'm moving in the right direction when I look at it. Like, you guys have no idea how hard it is to cultivate good communities. Like, lots of streamers fall prey to their own communities, and they get swallowed whole by their own viewers. It's a very fine line to walk.
I found it pretty gross and dystopian, and not because Hasan was wrong or anything, but just what it really turned into. Like this mudslinging thing about two people who just obviously can't back down because of their personal egos backing up this debate. So it's kind of like, it is a weird thing to watch online as people, like being radicalized.
And also I was
thinking about this because I typed this in. I don't want to cause any drama. I typed this in. So I've been on leftist YouTube like a lot longer than most people. I don't think people realize that I'm one of the older ones just because my channel's been so small. So like, I obviously remember when you started. I remember when Bad Empanada had like 3K subs.
Women literally turned their heads to look at me as they walk by.
When Chud Logic,
Ellie Eater, normally I would say cap, no shot, you're being too full of yourself. But considering how autistic you are and how like silly and honest you are, you're probably, I don't know, maybe you're telling the truth here, okay?
Used to be like some sort of like liberal leftist streamer. I remember that, but then I remember that scandal with him texting like someone who was like pretty young, and then I found your video because they bring this up, like it was something on Twitter. It was like your video, and I'm like, it's so insane to watch this over the span of like 5 or 6 years of like all these people become like a certain way. Even someone like Destiny, and we see like the JonTron stuff, you go back and he's like calling JonTron like this Nazi, and JonTron is being a Nazi, but it's like Destiny's like, you view him now, you're like, you would agree with like 90% of what he's saying now. So it's just such a wild thing to be a creator online and watch all these people just completely fall off the deep end. And I do think, yeah, a lot of them are terrible people, but I think
like honestly, maybe this is just my bias of Destiny, but like I just don't think Destiny fell out the deep end. I think he has always been like that. Like I don't know, dude. Also, hasn't he been like just more edgy before? Didn't he literally say that he was gonna shovel out a woman's vagina or something? Like he was gonna get like a shovel and shove it up like some woman's like poor cunt or something? Like isn't that what happened? Or am I wrong? Like what the fuck? Did I misremember? I feel like it was just even edgier before. Did he seriously try killing Kit? Yeah, literally. It was him. I feel like he mellowed out, if anything. Can you give me more positive affirmation while Silver King sexually harasses a man in chat? Yeah, sure. I think you're okay. You have pros and cons, but you're you. And I think that's good. Your community is slightly perverted. Yeah, no shit. They clicked on my stream. My face is like 1/2 of my fucking screen. What do you think? Yeah.
Audience capture and also backlash makes these people far worse than they probably would be if they didn't get that.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Backlash, being surrounded by some kind of audience that's backing you up, and then what you mentioned about the kind of creator alliances where it's like, oh, if I can talk to someone and get some kind of information from them strictly for the purpose of like getting somebody's ass and making a big video about it and getting a lot of views because my audience also doesn't like this person now that I've said that I don't like them. It's just this crazy combination of like personal ego, material interests, and maybe some like surface level engagement with politics, or at least through the medium or the window of having a debate.
At least you don't show your feet in the mirror. Dude, don't tempt me. If I make an extra $200 off of that, I'll do it. Thank you so much.
Israel Palestine
for the $2 a liter.
Turns that way, and yeah, it's like it feels horrific.
Just a drink.
Like
a martini, shaken not stirred.
At least you don't show your feet in a mirror, lol.
True. But like I just want to say there's like nothing shameful about like doing sex work. I've done sex work online before. I've done it. Okay? Like it's but like at the same time, you know, I have talked to one of my previous doctors, physician's assistants and whatnot, okay? And I'm pretty sure one of them said that, you know, as a side hustle, I sell pictures of my feet for $100. And this person was working as like a receptionist at a physician's office. So it's like, that's kind of Giga Chad, right? Like,
to watch. And
I was making an NSE joke. Yeah, I recognize
that video. I was like, okay, thank God someone immediately is saying what I'm thinking, and hopefully a lot of other people are thinking, which is that this should not be how, like, this issue is so serious and so it's just the Holocaust of our time that we're watching, and yet this is how we're this is what we're gonna how we're going to approach the topic, or what we're gonna we're gonna use that framing to just argue with each other online. It's just super gross, and also and I feel like I have my own reservations about leaning into that to sort of invert it, but also, yeah, it's like watching it unfold and watching people like watching I think it was like an early like loner box called into Ethan Klein's show, and he gave him all these talking points to basically delegitimize violent resistance with the example of South Africa. And a lot of it was like kind of misinformed, but it was something that Ethan was immediately able to take, and you saw him use this talking point over and over again. And then you saw him in the debate looking down at his computer, and then he'd look up and then give a talking point.
Dude, this is ridiculous. Didn't Hasan literally have a team of people for the debate as well? Wasn't he literally looking at his chat for points? Or am I wrong? Like, what is this? What is this liar saying? Sorry, hypocrite. Oh.
Just a drink. A martini, shaken not stirred.
FS, I give thee permission to share my selfie. They will want my harassment afterwards, winking face JK.
I'm probably good with that. That might get into weird territory a little bit too much. But thank you so much, Silver King, for the $5. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Did you see how Miss Kiff exposed Hasan for nonchalantly showing the news and shit his girl Sim sent to him? Oh. Really? Can you send me the link to that too? I had someone messaging in Discord asking me if you've done sex work, and I was like, just look it up, buddy. I know she done it in the past, but I don't have the leaks, rather. No, really? Why did they message you? That's a strange thing to message. I don't know.
That was not even related as a way to like get somebody. And that entire kind of original thing stems from like October 7th. Destiny just kind of wanted to become a Zionist because Hasan wasn't one, and it's like they don't like each other. That's the vibe I got from it, and it's like, yeah, it's very not serious, but I know there are a lot of people, and I would like include you in this sort of group that have remained like principled about these things, and before whatever drama happens and after whatever drama happens, like you might cover the drama, but it's always, I guess, you bring it back to a certain place that I think is important. Bad Empanada is another person where I'm like, okay, I don't know, did you coin the term the lolicon left about a certain community? Because that, if you did, that's amazing. I mean, regardless,
that was me. Because, like I said, I tweet a lot about how much I hate American left. Okay, if we're going to talk about this, I have always hated Vaush. Like, always hated him. But his influence on the left-wing community, I saw him come out of nowhere and like hijack it all, and they just became the worst. Like, the most hate I get online is from them. So I started calling them the lolicon left, because what I mean by that is because they all follow him, like pro-NATO, pro-US imperialism without realizing it. So it's just like, yeah, I
Oh, okay, so this guy is just retarded then. Fuck. I'm sorry, I mean, softer, okay. This guy is just retarded then. That's okay. I need to lower my voice. What am I doing? Okay.
I like that term because it's kind of like he outed himself. I could go off on like how I actually feel about that stuff. Like, I legitimately think, all I'll say is you wouldn't trust him around your younger relatives.
By the way, I just want to say this, okay? Hasan is infinitely worse than Vaush, okay? And I'll die on this hill. I don't even think it's that much of a controversial take. I think Vaush has lots of stupid fucking leftist ideas, and he's like way too. He got banned from Twitch. I was gonna say Israel. He got banned from Twitch by saying that he wants to do something to Israel. Okay. But like, I'll still say that Vaush is infinitely better than Hasan. I think it's good that he hijacked the left. Okay, good.
And I'm not going to go any further than that, because I could go off on a whole thing about that and how, like, even people moving on from that is just insane. He brought that over to the left. I saw that in real time. I sent you the suddenly it just becomes this insane mob mentality. Like, if you remember the Professor Flowers stuff, he was calling like black nationalism, like Nazism.
Professor Flowers?
He was so uninformed about what he.
Wait, don't these people call like the Israelis Nazis?
He was saying, and it was just insane to watch this like take over, and that's why I'm grateful for Hasan in some ways, because I think their trajectories, they're kind of similar. Because Hasan wasn't a streamer when I started making videos, but he was on TYT obviously, and then I don't know if Vaush was a streamer first, but Hasan like took over, and why I really appreciate him. I had my problems with him. That's how I think he became aware of me in the first place, because I made a whole video criticizing like his views on like consumer capitalism and stuff.
God. But is this really just like a fucking Hasan Glaze stream, or? Oh my god, I don't even know if I want to watch this. I feel like I'm gonna die from the cringe.
Because he actually knows what he's talking about, and he does engage with these things from like an actual left-wing perspective. It just made and because of the downfall of the lolicon left, it's just made the left generally such a better place to exist in.
Mission 33 and finally catch up.
Also, like with your content.
Silver King, I finished the game, so you would need to finish the game to catch up. Okay, you game too hard. I'm unemployed
as well, because you're saying stuff about mine. What I really appreciate about your stuff is you fit into this category of leftist content creator, which isn't like myself, because like for various different reasons I upload like 3 or 4 times a week. But you make like these like very research videos, or like back in the day, I'm not saying this because they're bad, but it was like you made these videos on these topics that were very
glazing.
Like, you could understand why they're popular and stuff, but then you pivoted obviously to a lot of your Israel content.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah, I hated those videos. Now looking back,
no, they're good,
slop,
but why
pure
they
slop, a lot of times.
It's not slop, but it's like Curtis Connor's videos are like, you know, they're funny, and that's why they're good videos, rather than like the subject matter is just like the most engaging thing. Because your videos are obviously were always good. But like someone put this in the chat before I came on, like H Bomber guy only donated to stuff because the Tabernacle called him out and stuff. And why I appreciate your pivot so much, I mean, talk about like why you even did this, is because you are in a category in my head. It's like FD Signifier, you, a couple others who do these like really good leftist like video essays.
You prefer to direct raw clip directly Discord, or do you prefer it from a Reddit link? It doesn't really matter. I think as long as like whatever good, if you're talking about like a specific good part that you maybe want me to watch, but like, okay, hold on, what is this? Oh no, Majority Report made a video on Hasan. Oh, guys. No. No. Oh my god. Okay. Alright.
I'm with Hasan, and I'm not kidding you when I'm saying this. He's browsing his phone. I'm with Hasan, and I'm not kidding you when I'm saying this. He's browsing his phone like this on Snapchat, just clicking random people, and they're girls, and they're all naked. And I'm gonna be real with you, they're all hot. They're all like 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. And it's not like they're just saying like, hey, like, you know, you could find out more at my OF. They're all saying like, what are you doing tonight, Hasan? Hey, Hasi, how's it going? What are you doing tonight? Are you in Texas? Are you still in Texas? Are you in LA? And he did it 5 or 6 times, and with no reaction. He's like, just going through like that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
Alright, who sent this to me? Babe, it was you, right? Okay, I'm putting you in timeout for like a minute, okay? You made me watch that. You made me watch that, and now I feel like I'm in pain, okay? So you're getting punished for that, okay?